All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone on, and I hope you're not hearing scary music in the background. Fox is on the mic. Can you guys hear that music? I'm just curious if you can hear it, if it's coming through. And I can hear you loud and clear, but nobody's mentioned anything about the music. Okay. What music? Okay, you're not hearing music? Good. Somebody said yes. All right. I'm gonna actually shut that music off for right now, which is all cool and dandy and all that nice stuff. Just so you guys know and understand what's happening right now is I am actually running 3 streams simultaneously. And it is a test on the bandwidth. So anyway, before I get going too far, Tom Dice was the first guy in here today. And there's his cookies. And I will get at this right now. Welcome to Arizona Snowman and Piggy, our wonderful moderators in here right now. They do an awesome job, so please show them that wonderful respect that they deserve. And thank you both for being here. I really do appreciate it. Now, all this nice talk that I said about having the third stream running, and I will do this real quick here. I'm going to actually paste the link up in the chat. And it's kind of a little bit different. It's not quite volcanoes, but it is something very hot, to say the least. So I will put it in here, and you guys can have a look at your leisure. And if you... why is there a CA in there? That didn't work. Let me try that again. I'm going to delete that. Well, that link works, but I'm going to redo that. Hang on, something went wrong with me getting Solar Sky in here. All right, let's try that again. This time we'll make it work. And by the way, the video on the screen is not a time lapse. That is the actual speed that the clouds are moving right now, or we're at 14:01:53 roughly in Sicily. So yeah, they were moving pretty good. And I'm gonna try this again here, and we'll get this second link in here, and then we will, yeah, that looks better. So I'm gonna pin that up to the top. So if you guys are inclined, what Solar Sky is another channel that I've created a couple of years back. And I actually wanted to do solar observations with it. And of course show the SDO image from the SDO satellite of the sun. And I've set that up. Took me right to it, Doctor. Perfect. And I'm happy that that is working. So that's excellent. So anyway, Dr. Fox, congratulations on being a moderator there. Tetra. Whether I'm there as Dr. Fox or Solar Sky, it's still me. Okay, just so you know. But thank you for subscribing. We do appreciate that, and we do really like that. So what, of course, I'm doing is trying to grow that channel as well, and hopefully. Oh, never knew. I had no idea. Okay, well, Tetra, they're both mine. Actually, all 3 streams: the Bunny stream, the Volcano stream, and the Solar Sky. Is all mine. So that's where it's at. But like I said, we're trying to build that up and make it all happen, and hopefully that will work over the next little while here in the future. And I'm really curious, and please if you guys see any buffering or anything like that tonight, please say something right away, because I am trying to monitor everything here all at the same time, and hopefully there will be no issues, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Thanks, Gura. I do appreciate it. Also, who else? Some liked and subscribed. Grandma B, thank you. You guys are awesome, and so the more the merrier. And Storm Chaser did too. That just popped up as well. So I'm probably going to get bombarded with notifications. But hey, I love that. That is wonderful, and we're making it all happen. Anyway, let's get down to saying hello to everyone first off, I guess, and then again, just a quick reminder, what you're seeing on the screen, 14:04 or 14:05 in the afternoon, so 5 minutes after 2 p.m. In Sicily. This is what the sky looked like. Yes, Etna is hiding behind that mess of clouds, and boy, those clouds sure are zipping along there. And when Piggy was saying it was windy at her place, I can believe it, because looking at these zip by here, Piggy better put rocks in her socks, so she's going to go out trotting around. And anyway, I'm going to go say hi to everyone in here. Glad that you're all here on a wonderful Friday night. We're probably going to have a few less people in here. Fridays are usually kind of an iffy day. People get here late, and so I'm not too worried about that, though. We're still a wonderful big lava family, and we love having everyone here doing their thing and keep smiling, and doesn't matter that way. All right, gonna say hi. What our winds has stopped. Dr. Fox 20 to midnight just stopped. Wow. That's all right. Glad that your winds died down there, Piggy, and that is really good. Anyway, welcome to everyone, and I already handed out the cookies, so we don't need to worry about that. Welcome to our wonderful guest, Tony Flabby. We got Tetra in here, Colin Deadman, Grandma B, Storm Chaser, 1211, Great Films 3, Sue Hayes, of course I got Piggy earlier there, Paul Williams, welcome all of you, and going up the list a little bit more, Linda is back in the house, good to see you. Berger made it back in as well, and welcome to all of you. Gura back in also. Love having people come back all the time. Colin, we got, I'm going up a little bit more here. Brian, Perfectability 999 is in the house. And let's see who else we can find as I go up. Yeah, Solar Sky is all about the sun. And the sun or stars and, you know, like stuff out there. David Coda, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Did I say Tetra? Yeah, I did. Tom Dice we got, of course, because he got those cookies as he's munching away. Lucas Snow, welcome. I'm glad to have you back, Lucas. And I see that might have to, okay. Oh, yeah, he's in and out or something. All right, not a problem. Going up a little bit more here to see Paul Williams. I think we got you there. And not that many people in here tonight, but that's okay. Robert Dowdy is back. Welcome. Tom Truelove. And sorry to hear about you still being a little bit sore. I understand your issue there with the seizures, and yeah, sometimes that can take a lot out of you. Rest easy, Tom, please. And let's see, who else got in here? We got Lucas, we got Tom, we got Linda. Okay, going up more and more and more to see if we see any other names that I possibly missed. for right now, and I'm sure I'll find a whole bunch of you down on the bottom by now. That's always the way it goes, but we're okay. We don't mind that. All right. Looking, and we don't see. Nope. We're all the way to the top, so we'll go back all the way to the bottom and see Alba Girl and Raymond Bensler. Welcome. And let's see. Oh, somebody was already hidden. I missed that part. Okay, I see. All right, that's one of those. All right, glad we took care of that. Welcome, Kelly. And let's see, who else is in here? I think we got most of you other good names. All right, we'll get at things anyway and go through our day and see how things happen. Storm Chaser, okay, got that. Oh, you just subscribe to Solar Sky. Excellent. That is wonderful. And yeah, I'll just go through that again for those who may have just gotten there. The link up top there, the blue link, and that is Solar Sky. That is my channel as well. And I do have it set up. And we do, well, we've got it running right now. And right now it's basically kind of a test to see if we can run 3 streams at the same time here. Although we can easily shut down the Solar Sky one if anyone experiences bad going-ons as far as buffering or something. Please mention it to me right away. That way I can take a look and make sure I can see where the issue is coming from, because if it is from the streams, if I'm bogging the system down, I will shut the other stream off so we can continue with our Volcano stream. What? Did you lose your password? I never lost my password. Not sure what you were talking about there, Tetra, but that's okay. Looks good with 3 streams running so far. Thanks, Lucas. That's awesome. And Sue Hayes says, I subscribed and liked. Thank you kindly, Sue. I really do appreciate it. And of course, that's the kind of thing we're trying to do here is just build up. And hello, clouds. Hello, Frank McLeod. Oh, yeah, they are Sicily's finest clouds at that. These are high quality, absolutely high-end clouds, top shelf stuff. This is what it actually looks like in Sicily right now. If we back that particular camera up a bit, you can see on there as well what it looked like. And okay, there it is. And these were some awesome looking clouds regardless, if you like watching clouds, that is. But this is what it was there at about 5:08 p.m. Sicily time. So there it is. Frank is working and lurking. All right, that's the way to do it. And welcome Candace or Candika Love. Welcome back. Glad to have you on board. Spooky Avocado also made it in. Welcome. And that's awesome. At least Aurelio isn't here. He's not going to time me out for saying hi to you, Spooky. All fun, all fun. It was an accidental thing, but I still have to give him the gears if he's here. Unpassive Belgium, welcome. Sharon Stewart also here, welcome. Oh, Mummy of Hamsters just popped in. Good to see you. And yeah, he wouldn't do that. Tetra, he did it. And I'm 100% sure it was accidental, but he did. And he felt really, really bad about it. So we're not too worried. Aurelio's a heck of a nice guy. So when it happened, I figured I'd have to give him the gears for a little while. But anyway, Juliet also made it in. Welcome, Juliet. Glad to have you on board. Daryl R. just got in as well. Good to see you. All right, so let's carry on. This, of course, is what Sicily is like at 10 after 5 p.m. there. The clouds did not leave. They hung around, and they were doing all kinds of bad things. And that's what they end up looking like at nighttime. So not very kosher, but we can live with that. We understand that happens, and we're not worried if we can't see the volcano through the clouds. And let's carry on to our next place, and we're going to have a look at our wonderful Geldinger, Ragnar, of course. And let me get it onto that screen. And there is our wonderful Ragnar. For those people who are not familiar with this, this is Ragnar in Iceland. And it is in the Geldinger Valley, which is the area just off to that area, well, where this thing is sitting, and then over here on this back side a little bit more, and this front area. And this is about where it stops, and it goes downhill, and it turns to the right hand there, side there, and it pours into a Nathagi Valley. So anyway, if we move it over a little bit, we can see that trail. I moved a little too far there, I think. And we can see the trail along here, and as we go through the day, of course, you can see some people walking. There's some right there. If we click ahead, you can see they disappeared and kept on going. So they're headed up to go see the volcano. I think there might be some standing there. No, but there's definitely somebody up on top there now. And that is kind of what it looked like there today. One of the things I did want to mention, snow was a lot less, so things are definitely melting, and they haven't received any new or fresh snow as of late. We don't see anything else there. Actually, if we slide it all the way over to this side, you can see right to the edge there, that snow was really melting, and even on the other hills in the background here. So a lot of that stuff is disappearing, and we are okay with that. And as we scroll through, I'm going to scroll through a little bit more here so we can see if I'm scrolling the right way. Yeah, this is getting through the day there. So you see some of it. It looked really nice at certain points in time. You can really see the clarity, and then the clouds came in, and the bugs on the screen, look at them. There's a whole bunch of them. They're little bugs, and they left after a while. I guess they didn't like it. Must be because it got dark. Anyway, that's the day on that camera. And you've seen how foggy it was there for a couple of times. We'll go look at one of the other ones here, and this is kind of the one that is looking over at the ridge, as well as Nathagi Valley, and of course parking lot 3 area over here, and that's what we see there. And then if we slide it all the way over, we can see the end. Down here, that's where that berm is that they built, and this was the end of the lava flow right there, so it never did get over that berm. And that's kind of what we're seeing there, and it doesn't look too bad. Looks like that stuff is starting to harden up, but we do still see steam coming off of it, so we know there is still heat in there. So don't anyone wander on top of that. You see how much smoke is coming here? For something that is supposed to be cool, don't go on there. And this is, you know, a winter later, and we still have steam going. So definitely makes you wonder, or off-gassing happening in all kinds of areas. So you know darn well that underneath that, even though that this may not be that thick and only maybe 20 or 30 meters thick, it is still glowing hot underneath there. And definitely recommend nobody walk on it. This is one of the other images there. Well, of course, share. Change it just right as I do my thing. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, you can see times, that was at 1900, 1800 there, sorry, 1600. I guess we missed 1700 somehow. And that's kind of what it looked like. Was pretty awesome. That looks a little eerie. And again, this is exactly what I was saying about the heat in there. There is still lots of heat underneath there. So you see how it's steaming off. So don't ever walk on there. And that's what it was looking like in the morning. So that's 10 a.m. This is the upper Meridalier. And definitely not very good visibility. 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 7 a.m. So, and that is 6 a.m. before sunup. So that gives you a pretty good idea of what was going on, and not too bad of weather. We didn't see any eruptive activity, and didn't see too much other stuff either as far as major earthquakes or anything like that. Not in the playing books today. I had to redo a bunch of things here, did an update on the software, and then of course the updates pursue, and the updates require updates, which require updates. So if some of my stuff is not in the right place today, that is why. Anyway, we do see our harmonic tremor chart for Philadelphia, or Ragnar area, and it is broken again. And I'm sorry, don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. So this is what we're seeing, and we should be just about to the edge here with our data, and we're not seeing it by that line. If we slide up a little bit, you see how close this is, and that's where it should be. So we are not seeing that, unfortunately. They tried to fix it, I guess. We are going to go back to doing our thing, though. Dr. Fox is doing improv, you guys. Improv? I like it. Get the hammer out. Improv. All right, let's improvise, and we will go to Grindavik, and we will see if Grindavik's chart looks any different. And there is Grindavik's chart. And of course, it looks like, yes, that there is some heavy activity, but we're not seeing anything coming out anywhere. And of course, it is on a decline, though, the green being hidden by the blue. So declines, the ones here are usually kind of in sync with what happens at Philadelphia. So our system over there would probably be showing low readings right now anyway. So I'm going to leave that be, and we will continue with our wonderful stuff. And let's pop over, and we'll go take a look at our earthquakes. And I'm actually going to refresh that page, because after rebooting, I did not refresh those. They were sitting there for a little while without any attendance. There we go. I turned them on and got that one going. I'm going to check this one. That one is going to do its thing too. And this one I got to redo completely here. So we'll start out with this one anyway. We do see that we had a bigger quake over here to the north of Reykjavik. And we will have a look and see what the stuff is up on the northern end. We had that swarm out here before, and this is kind of what probably leftovers from that swarm. Come on, you can get on there. There we go. Yeah, no, it was from 10:20 a.m. 1.8, 5.4 kilometers down on that 1.8. This other 1.8 right here is doing 10:20 as well, 8.2 kilometers down. So reasonable size. I'm not sure what they're doing, but we don't see all those other spots that we had there before. And I think there were a couple other little ones on the way here, and we will just take a quick peek. And a 1.5 right there, 9.1 kilometers down, happened actually yesterday at 21:22. So that's okay. Zoom back out a little bit and hunt for the next one. There was another one right around here somewhere, and maybe down a little more. There it is, a 1.4, and that is at Bijarfjall, if I said it right. 1.4, a 4.2 kilometers down, happened at 15:50. So about 50 minutes after 3 p.m. Looking at this, we don't see anything. Where's my Astja? Oh, I need to zoom out a little more. There's Astja. We don't see anything at Astja at all. And I thought there was one more up here somewhere. Yeah, we got that one. We got that one. Okay, not seeing any other ones there. Nothing in Bardabunga's area or Grimsvatn, which is kind of unique, I guess. Something, I don't know. Usually we see some little quakes there, and not sure why. Anyway, down here, this is Ketla, and we will zoom in a little bit there and see what that one has got to say. How deep is that? 3.3 kilometers for that 1.1, and that was actually from yesterday at 2017. So not going to worry about him, nothing too newish, and we will get into these other areas here. And where's that big one? There it is. We're going to look at this guy first. 2.4, and I am not very familiar with this area. Happened today at 4:37 a.m., 19 kilometers down, so a very deep quake, but a 2.4 magnitude, and I'm sure nobody in the area got hurt. I don't think there is anybody in the area. Okay, moving down a little bit more here, and we do have some ones laying out here. We're going to have a look at this guy, a 1.1, and let's see. Hey, Gura, upgraded. Thank you for redoing your lavalier. Wonderful, and thank you for your support, Gura. I do appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Anyway, this one was 1.1, 5.2 kilometers down from yesterday at 21:43. And that was kind of weirdish. And this one here, 1.2, and that is 5.7 kilometers down. That one happened today at 1:48 a.m. And Gura, you are very welcome, sir. All right, and let us have a look at the other little quakes. And we're going to confirm all these on the other map, because I don't like the way these things are in between there. I think there's more quakes, and we just don't know it. Hey, Trev T, welcome. I didn't say hi to you yet. 6.2 kilometers down for this 1.4. That was at 18:42 yesterday. So not seeing too much there. Let us have a look at this other map. I'm going to set that for 3 days, and that should be about there. Click on this button, click on that button, Oh, 4 days. Hang on. Did I not move it over enough? There we go. Well, let's try that. Okay, now we're at 3 days. All right, and zooming in real quick. So yeah, we definitely have this big one, 2.4 we've seen. And we know that they had a few out here, and this one here we did look at. And if we get into our Astja area, there was nothing new there. There is one here at that the other chart did not have, and this is why it's always nice to be able to bring these up. This one was 0.8. It was on the surface 9:24 a.m. Today, and that's in the Bardabunga area. So definitely worthy of checking. This I do believe was yesterday, and it was 1318.8. 5 kilometers down. And if we zoom out a little bit and zoom into other things, I think we caught this guy yesterday as well. The 0.32 kilometers down, yes we did. And we will get down to our Ketla area. We did see that other one there, 2:17 a.m. For that a 1.1, that's 3 kilometers down. And that is awesome. Okay, so let's have a look a little bit more at our Rikens Peninsula, and we'll clear some of these ones out here. 3:26 a.m., 8 kilometers down for this 0.8 magnitude, and let's have a look at the other ones here, a little bit bigger, 1.1, 5 kilometers down, 3:43 a.m. on that one. And got this one, 7:48 a.m., 6 kilometers down for that 1.2. So that is pretty awesome. Zooming in just a little bit and kind of let you know, that's the capital city of Reykjavik if you're new and not familiar with Iceland. And of course, that is Keflavik, the airport, Keflavik, the town, and then Reykjanesbar and Yardvik right beside it. And so that's the entire peninsula. Rikens Peninsula is what they call that area. And yes, the fault basically runs right through it. And that's why we're looking at it. Anyway, we did see Lone Straggler out here. This might be, yeah, no, brand new. 3:39, 10 kilometers down, 0.2, all by his lonesome. Not sure why he's out there. He must feel lonely. We do see another little guy here, 0.5, 5 kilometers down, 5:57 a.m. today. And that I don't think is meaning anything nasty, since it's kind of all by itself. Well, he has a little friend here, 6:29 a.m., 0.5, 3 kilometers down on that guy. So not a heck of a lot going on there. And we are getting closer to where we want to be, and that's of course over here in Geldinger. But before we get there, a quick look here. This is Keilir, the volcano, and if we click on here, it is 0.8, 6 kilometers down, and 12:37 this afternoon, Iceland time. And remember, we had a big pile. Wow, Gura, that is awesome. And that is really kind of you, girl. And 109, and that is the Swedish francs, or Swedish kronas, that's what they are, krona. Thank you kindly, that's awesome, and that's wonderful. Wow, thank you. That certainly is nice to see. Okay, so looking at it, this guy, as we said, the 0.8, so about noon or a little afternoon that happened. Anyway, we are looking in our area here, what we call our area, because that's where Ragnar lives, and we do see some extra little quakes, and it's always interesting to see that. This one happened 27 minutes after midnight, 0.46 kilometers down. and that is kind of almost along the fissure line that we have in here. This is Geldinger right here, this valley. And Geldinger is where Ragnar sits, and Ragnar sits right there. So it is sizable. Actually, I should make that circle bigger because that thing is actually covering part of this was Equipment Hill here. This little mound, that's completely buried, and a good portion. This is Theater Hill. A good portion of Theater Hill got kind of. It's not so big anymore, put it that way. Anyway, we do see these other ones in here, and this is 1505, 0.37 kilometers down, and like seeing a little bit of activity in that area. That is nice. This one is 4 kilometers down, 0.2 at 7:32 a.m. roughly. So we do have a little bit of stuff going on in the area. Movement down below is always something that I look for, and hopefully, with our fingers crossed, we'll see a bunch of quakes happening, and then we'll see an eruption, right? Nah, doesn't always work that way. Anyway, so I did mention this was Geldinger, the valley. This is Meridalier. This is what they call Upper Meridalier, the big ram right there. And as we slide this way, this is not Haggy, the valley. That berm we looked at is down on the bottom end here. And this area is not creaky. So that kind of helps you out with the lay of the land. And anyway, when we are looking over here, this of course is the Blue Lagoon, just a little ways away. And of course, the power plant is right beside it. And that is a geothermal power plant where they're taking steam and converting it to generate power. So this here, 6 kilometers down, 0.0 at 12:18, just after lunch as well. And the lava workers must not taken a lunch break. 10:12, 0.5, 5 kilometers down for that little guy. And this little guy here, again, having a whole bunch in one area kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. It does tell you that there's things moving around down there, and hopefully it's not just lava workers. 4 kilometers down for this 0.4, that happened at 15:02. Coffee break time for the lava workers. And this one, 7 kilometers down, 0.2 at 1500. It must have been them heading out for coffee. That's what it is, bumping their stuff. This one, 1533, that must be when they came back. And 3 kilometers down, 0.2 in magnitude on that guy. So that is what we've got there. These are very, very small, little tiny quakes. And it makes you wonder if there is a little bit of movement underneath there. This 0.4 just right at noon, and 3 kilometers down. This guy here, 0.4, 4 kilometers down at 2 minutes after 12. So definitely interesting to see, but unsure if that's really going to amount to anything. We do have some more down here in odd places, and that is 4 kilometers down, 0.5, 10:52 a.m. Do I think Thailand has any volcanoes? Actually, I don't know. I've never been to Thailand, Tony. That'd be interesting. Hey, you're there. Why didn't you Google it? Anyway, this little one here happened 12 minutes after midnight, 4 kilometers down, 0.3, just on the outside of Grindavik. And I don't think that they would have lost any sleep over it. We do see a few more here, very small, around that same time frame. No, a little later, 5:33 for that one. And this one is at 5:02, 0.3, 5 clicks down. this guy here. LOL, I'm lazy. Yeah, Tony. I'm busy. Hey, Grizzly, welcome. And please, in English, okay? And hola, but por favor, English. Okay. Anyway, we do see a couple more, and this 1.4, 42 minutes after midnight, 6 kilometers down as well. And let's see right here. Piggy is telling me it's break time. I'm going, Piggy, I'm going. I'm hurrying. 0.1, 6 kilometers down, 5:17. And I better hurry really quickly, otherwise Piggy's going to send that darn cat after me again. And this is going to be the last one, 21:55 for 4 kilometers down for the 0.1. And yeah, all right, that's it for earthquakes for our wonderful Iceland. And I will zoom back out. So we don't see that much traffic happening there, and kind of makes you wonder. But anyway, that's the Rikens Ridge here. And of course, that whole fault goes right through here and then comes out there. Okay, this is the North American plate and the European plate on this side. Okay, on that note, let's find you a volcano that I can throw you on. I mean, put on the screen for you. I don't want to throw you in a volcano. Hey, I got a good idea. Let's take a look before we go. Hey, there's Sakurajima. What a nice picture. And why did that stop? And yes, I'm going. Okay, I'm going to hurry. We do want to add a volcano to our list today. And it was erupting, and it is not the greatest of pictures, you guys. And this is Suwanose-jima, which was erupting during the night. So that one is a new one that we are going to monitor a little bit, but they don't have that great of views. And if we back it up a little bit, we can kind of find a couple of spots where it did actually erupt, and hopefully that will show. There you can actually see the volcano erupting. So I'm going to we're going to go revisit this one, okay? And Paul Williams says there are 5 volcanoes in Thailand. Okay, cool. And this, because it is new, we will take a look at it in a little bit more depth when I come back from my break. In the meantime, I think I am going to leave you right here on Sakurajima, since it is a very nice clear day, very high-end picture, and it is definitely steaming. So on that friendly note, for those good people who have joined us, please do hit that like button. And I see we've got 90 people in here and 61 likes. Let's see if we can change that. Of course, we're trying to get to 150 likes. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do consider hitting that like button and helping us out. That way, it would really, really be awesome and great of you. Also, if you're new and you have not yet subscribed, if you feel that we've earned that subscription, by all means, do hit that button, turn it from red to gray, hit that bell notification while you're there. That way you will see when the streams come on, and that will be awesome. So, good to see everyone in the house, though. And Sandra Rockland says she's there, 91 here. Oh, okay. Glad to have you on board, and I will be back in a couple of minutes. I also see Lisa P. Frampton is also here, as well as Mars 2028. So anyway, I'm going to go on that break. I will be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away, you guys. Hang on. I'm going to see if I can put mood music on in for the duration here. We'll put that on, and we'll see if it actually plays. You guys should be able to hear that. It should be quiet, but you should be able to hear it. I will be back in 5 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Thank you. And I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. We are in our second quarter of the show, and glad to have everyone on board on this lovely Friday. And I know I did take a little bit of a break there, a little later, because I kept on rambling. But it's all right. And thank you, Sue Hayes, and welcome, Leo Carlson. Good to have you on board. Good day to you, Grizzly. I think, let's see, did I miss somebody else here? There was somebody else in here that was trying to stay awake. Gura, make sure you stay awake. I know that sleepy music would have put a lot of people right out. Kananaskis country is here as well. Good to have you on board. We got Storm Chaser, we got Sandra Rockland. So, all right, I think we're good with names for right now. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Jeepers, Dr. Fox 2000, you made me jump. Okay, sorry, Piggy. And Sharon Stewart says, I hear you. Okay. Glad everybody's hearing me, and I will try to come in a little bit softer. The clue should have been the music died down, and let's see what happens. But anyway, Leo, hope you like Sakurajima. It is smoking. Anyway, as I mentioned before, of course, with our Sakurajima, it is doing its thing, and from a distance you can't see it as quite as well. Is that, oh, hang on, that's stuck. That's not the right time, is it? 8:41? Yeah, they're both at the same time. One might be not as close to time as possible, or we just can't see what's going on over there. I think it's we can't see because of the distance involved and the amount of light that's hitting that smoke coming out. That would be a good indicator it's only steam, so that'd be all right. Anyway, popping around to the other volcanoes, of course, and there is our lovely and wonderful Mount Fuji. And that is just something we had to throw up there and look at real quick. And of course, we go over to the other places. This is Aso, Aso-san in Japan. It is continuing to steam like crazy, and we haven't seen any explosive or pre-magmatic eruptions from it for a while. So we'll see what happens in the future. But the one that I did mention earlier, of course, that is this guy here, and that is Suwanosejima, if I said it correctly. And of course, this was earlier in time, Japan time, 2318, and it was erupting for quite some time that we noticed it. And I was told about it a little earlier than that, and we kind of started monitoring and seeing what it is doing. So we do actually have a volcano throwing out lava, and I'm hoping that they might be able to get a little bit better picture from some other stream, but it is a distance away from what I understand from most other places. So we'll see what happens in the future, and hopefully something will come along. Debbie Brandy, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, what else we got here? All right, yeah, let's, okay, I see. Mr. Sheep and a bit of trance. Okay. No worries, no worries. We're all good. So, yeah, that is what's going on, and we will definitely try to get some more information on this Suwanosejima, if I said it right, and it hopefully will work out. Dr. Fox, is this a Strombolian volcano? I have no info on it yet. I got to do a bunch of research on it to see exactly what it's doing, Raymond. And I myself am just as curious as you are. If it is a Strombolian style, I don't believe it is, because it, from what they were saying, that the eruption, it hasn't erupted for a long time. So that would be pretty awesome. Crazy grog dog. Okay. Anyway, let us carry on and see what we have in other wonderful places. And Taal was getting very hazy, and this is Taal. Of course, being in the latter part of the day when it's very hot, there's a lot of evaporation happening from Taal Lake, and that causes very poor visibility if there is not a decent breeze blowing. So that's what we're suffering with right now, but as you can see, Taal is definitely there, and it is being tall and proud. And let me see, why is my mouse not working? Oh, hang on. No. I need my mouse working here, mister. Okay, show that mouse. There we go. Alright, now we should have a mouse, if we can see it. Anyway, our crater is in there, and it is hard to see right now, but usually we see it smoking and stuff like that. I do still have that other video loaded, so those who aren't familiar with what it looks like when it is puffing out, we can just throw this on real quick. It's just a very quick video, and just a time lapse to show you what it looks like, and a little bit clearer than the present observations from the very I guess I wouldn't call it foggy, but hazy appearance right now. So that was that way. What? It gets a piggy a Twinkie. Hey, why are you handing out Twinkies? Anyway, we'll turn that off, and that is, hang on, did I not turn that off? I did turn that off. Why is our, something went wrong here. Turn that back on. Okay, and turn that one off. There we go. That's back to normal, and good to see that. Set a trap for Kim Raudenbush, which will trap him in a cage in the Lurkers Lounge. You oh, okay, Lucas, now I know why you asked me for that Stromboli earlier. Okay. I was wondering what you were going to do with it. I didn't think you were hungry. You had all those cookies. Okay. Anyway, that is a wonderful view, though, of what we see at Taal. Unfortunately, the other side, as I mentioned about the haze is so bad right at sea level or at the lake level that it is very difficult to see through all that blur, unfortunately. Doc, why is the volcano called Taal? Doesn't look that tall. Looks like a bomb dropped on it. You know what, Storm Chaser? You're absolutely right. It used to be Taal at one point in time, but then it had a really big boom, and then it got really short. Anyway, let's leave it on that side. That is the better view for right now. Unfortunately, not the greatest view, but that is what we've got. So, and that is courtesy of Taal meditation, and the other shot, of course, is courtesy of Madame Rutsa, and both of them are good channels, and they're both actually located within the evacuation zone. So if this thing blows and their cameras get taken out, we won't see anything anymore, unfortunately. And that is pretty awesome. And all right, RC Cola, yay! I remember that stuff. Moon pies and RC Cola, yep. Okay. So Nosejima is a stratovolcano being erupting from 2004 to present. Thank you, Sue Hayes, and that is cool information. So awesome. And let us carry on and take a look and see what we have at our other volcanoes. Quick check. Whoa, look at the size of that. Oh my, it's a gusher, you guys. It's a gusher. Hang on, no, it's a geyser. A geyser. Gusher. It's coming out of there. Apparently somebody turned the tap on and Old Faithful is blowing its cork. And yeah, so that is Yellowstone National Park. And I am very happy that we clicked on that button just at the right time to be able to see this thing cooking out like that. And it is always nice to see that thing doing exactly what it is. It's when Old Faithful stops, the eruptions or the geyser stops, that's when the people in the area better get out of there. And that is what it is. Kim Raudenbush, I see that there are some rusty horns holding up that halo. Okay. Holds up what? A trampoline. Okay. Is that what that is? A trampoline on your head. Okay, I got it. I got it. And yes, Sandra Rockland, all is short. Definitely. And yeah, always a joy to watch Yellowstone with its geysers shooting out that wonderful steam. And definitely a decent watch. And Lisa P. Frampton is heading there soon. Right, Lisa? At least she was. She mentioned, I think, at least I think it was Lisa. I hope it was. Hopefully I didn't get it wrong. And Moon, yeah, hey Kim, went through the trampoline. They launched things. All right. Yeah. I'm just kind of, I don't know. Do we want to sit in this for a bit? Watch the rest of the geyser. It looks like it's simmering down again. It's going to quit soon. Are these gases? No, steam for the most part. Just heated up water is what we're seeing. And of course, the water being heated up, steam becomes, or steam is gas, right? As soon as you vaporize that water, technically it is. So yeah, you can call it gas. And but it's steam. So get your buckets out if you want a little bit. And you can scoop up a few buckets of steam and you should be all right. And I'm launching rats at Kim. Sorry for taking your focus off. Okay, well, if he's, oh boy, got that happening, I don't know. I'm glad Alberta is rat-free, so we're not going to get any of them from here. I'm still looking for the Sasquatch. I think the Sasquatch is the guy running the camera right now. And Henry, they're not going to turn the camera around and look. I guarantee it. Anyway, let us carry on and go to a couple more other wonderful volcanoes. See what else we've got going on the planet. And let's see if this one works. Ooh, that's a pretty picture. I like that picture. Very nice picture. I think that's gorgeous. Too bad the volcano isn't doing anything, but that is a pretty picture of Semeru. And that is awesome. And we like seeing that. And yeah, that is actually a very, very nice picture. Let's see. Oh, Piggy, I missed your. I see a buffalo. And this grizzly, this is a Semeru in East. It'll be in East Java and on the island of Java in Indonesia. That is where this is. So hopefully that's all good. And okay, I see we got things are a little bit on the yo-yo side here as far as I hope it's not buffering. I see a little bit of up and down in the bit rate, and I'm wondering if it's going zoom in. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in. They have full control of the zoom, and I do like the other screen that they normally have, and unfortunately this is it right now. That's what the zoomed in one looks like. So they only have this one up, and unfortunately we are not seeing what we like. Yes, it does look split open, and actually if you go to yesterday's, hang on, I may have something here. You can take a look at it a little closer. This was what it was doing yesterday at 5:24 a.m. and that is what it looks like, just so you have a little bit more of an understanding of what it looks like up close when it's doing that. But this is from yesterday. Yes, it's very, very like Merapi, very similar in actually very similar looking even the way the thing erupts. Merapi does have a couple of different splits too, though. So that is what it is. Anyway, that's kind of what it was doing yesterday. So that is this beautiful picture, what we're seeing here now today. And it looks quiet. We don't see any big plumes coming out. So let's go over to Merapi. And I do know Merapi is doing a little bit more. And that's Merapi, and it looks very, very similar when you're looking at that top right hand side. This up here, this looks very, very similar, but we know it's not, because we know that there's a different layout up in there. But that is pretty much like a cookie cutter style volcano system. And I did want to move back a little bit in time, because there was a few eruptions on Merapi, but not anything too major. And I wanted to find them. They were, some were in clouds, some weren't. And let's see, here's one. This is a while back already as well, a few hours ago, and that was at their time 23:33 on the clock, and you've seen the lava pouring down the hill. So this guy is a Merapi, whereas the other one that we were looking at was a Semeru. So that is pretty cool, pretty awesome, and we do like that. Backing up a little bit more, and it had some awful clouds in there as well. So we seen that. And then I'm just trying to find where that other one was. It should be about here. This one, was that just before it or just after it? I think might be the wrong one. There was a couple in here that were not bad, but it wasn't erupting as much as it was in the past. So things were a little bit quieter. This was at 2106 or 8, 2106. Sorry, 2109. Can't read the little things on there. Tiny, tiny. Anyway, that's kind of what it looked like, and we weren't seeing a heck of a lot of anything coming out of there. So little bits, right? Only very small little bits. And that's, hey, that camera disappeared. and that's what you seen at the top. So awesome nonetheless. That means it is still active, still doing its thing. And Kirby Webb, welcome, and good to have you on board. Sophie also here, welcome Sophie. And I'm still looking if there's other names there that I may have missed. And we got that. Okay. Yep, all good. All right. And I'm looking at time-wise here, and I see we are just about at break time. We are at break time. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pop it back onto one of the other volcanoes that is live, and hopefully we will be able to see something. The one we didn't look at yet was not that guy, was this guy. Oh, he's in the clouds, and that is Fuego. So that is the backside of, or the second view of Popocatépetl. This is the other view, but we seem to be buffering a lot on there for some reason. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it back on to all for the time being, and I'll leave you guys parked there while I go take a quick break. And after I come back from the break, we will definitely have bacon seeds, and then we will go from there. And I'm going to put that wonderful mood music back on, and hopefully it won't put anyone to sleep. At least I'm hoping not. Anyway, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. If you are enjoying the show, please hit that like button. I see we are only 8 away from getting it up to 100. So if you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider doing so. Also, if you're new and you have not yet subscribed, do consider hitting that subscribe button. That would be absolutely awesome. On that friendly note, I am going to take a 5-minute break. Do not go away. Keep smiling and play nice in the sandbox. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the microphone is back on. I have forewarned Piggy that I'm coming back on. She would have noticed the music going down. Where's the music? I'm not going to have music fighting with my voice. But thank you, Sarah Miles. It's all good. I hear you, DrFox2000. Thank you, Sharon Stewart. And wonderful. Hear you. Okay, gotcha, Piggy. All good. Doc is going to make us sleep if he's talking like what? Yeah, if we have that all on, we're going to have problems. Anyway, I did promise bacon seeds. So let's get over and have a look at our wonderful bacon seeds. And we only got 4 today, but that's okay. That's wonderful. Actually, hang on. This is from yesterday. This is a leftover. So I guess if we count him, we call him 5. Metalomi, welcome back. And ABBA? No, not ABBA. Just some space music. And Lisa P. Frampton, feel free. What? There's free music out there, background music, could be pretty neat. Yeah, it could be, but then we can't hear what's going on, and I get very frustrated really, really quickly because then I have more things to end up monitoring, and that becomes very difficult because all of a sudden music levels get too high, too low, that kind of thing. Anyway, old mommy of hamsters, welcome. I see you in here too. Good to see you. Next bacon seed, of course, that is this wonderful little guy. He's sitting around pondering, I think. And I'm not sure if we've seen him before, but he does look cute. And he's kind of like, pondering the day, just sitting around, having a lazy day. So that is pretty good. Cool. Adelson, welcome, and glad to have you on board. If I pronounced that name right, hopefully. And yeah, keep it in English, please. This is not a multilingual thing. Anyway, here's another little pork belly, and that one is looking for something to snuffle there, and I think those are cedar shake bits that he's sniffing. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. I want to be a robot catfish. That's cute. Oh, okay. Anyway, this is, oh yeah, I should have forewarned you. This is a dirty picture. Really dirty, and yeah, censored. Dirty. This is a dirty picture. Oh, hang on, it's a dirty piggy. Looks cute though, and dirty face. Yep, we do see that, and that is awesome. And one more good-looking piggy for our shot here. Actually, it's 2 of them. One is falling asleep on the other one, and somebody didn't get a very good nap earlier, and those 2 are cute. They're in their shavings, they snuffled, and now they're tired, or the one is tired and the other one's still snuffling. So yeah, he's looking for piggies. Crayons. Oh, they're looking for piggies' crayons. I knew it. And that is it. Thank you, Trojan Pony, and welcome. Do appreciate you telling Adelson that it is English. So awesome, thank you. And okay, so that is what we see here. Wonderful pigs. Did Piggy see the one from yesterday? I don't know. Piggy, were you, did you see your couch? Did you see your piggy couch? I don't think you did. I think you kept on disappearing and not seeing it. So I'm going to show your couch. She fell asleep. Piggy, there's your couch. Now you can finally see it. And Okay, yeah, maybe somebody translate that and say, Alderson, please use Google Translate, okay? We don't speak Portuguese here. I'm sorry. Okay, English only in this chat. That way we can all communicate. Anyway, Piggy wants one. There you go. Place your order with Raymond, and he'll get you one. I just thought it was pretty awesome and kind of cute. So really, really good. Anyway, a few more volcanoes we want to look at, and there we go. This is out in the Azores, and since we're speaking of Portugal and places like that, Azores is a portion of Portugal, and that is what we are seeing right now there. And I do have 2 emails. I did not check on my break. I was busy doing something else. So anyway, I'm looking for where I am here. Here's the other one picture. One of my cameras was down. This guy here, I don't know why it wasn't working. They did show kind of a replay of the day on there. I didn't know they had time lapses, but that's what they did show, and I thought that was pretty awesome. That ship was moving awful fast, and anyway, I'm gonna stop that because I don't want to get in trouble. This was supposed to be the other shot, so I'm gonna leave it on this one here, and we will bring up their earthquake chart, or the one from volcanodiscovery.com, and this gives you a pretty good idea of what we had for earthquakes in the last little while. If you look from the April 1st to April 2nd column, you'll see that there are, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 in total, and that is pretty much what we do see there. So I don't know if I want to call it an uptick, because we only had about 7 the day before, and or 8 roughly, and I'm going to say, you know, it's fairly calm. The thing is, we always get quakes that are of small size and in that area, so to see something like that is not that unusual, okay? And that's just what I'm getting at. It's not unheard of, not weird, and it is what it is. So I did want to, while we're looking at that one, I did want to go over to the other maps here, and let me see if I get on the correct one, and we're going to zoom in on the Azores and see what EMSC has for earthquakes on theirs, so we can kind of do a quick comparison, and let us go there. That's that site, and we will slide that down a little bit. There we go, and we're going to zoom into the Azores, and this is what we have there, and of course our island of interest is right there, Sao George, and this over here is Pico Island, and when we zoom in, we only see one fresh earthquake, 3.6, and this is the only one that was noteworthy, I guess, in their view, and that was from 23, that was actually a couple days ago already, so they're not showing the new ones, and I'm kind of wondering. I'm going to refresh this right here and see if that might be a problem. And now that I refreshed it, we don't even show any earthquakes out there right now. So either they are not updating it, or there is just not a heck of a lot happening right now, because technically it's the 2nd there, and we haven't got data from that yet. But I'm surprised we don't see, because it is the last 48 hours, and we do have a couple of other ones in there we should have been able to see, and just not showing up on this particular map either. So I'm going to have to take a look and see what we can find for some other sources. I know the Canaria guys are out there on occasion, so maybe they've got some sensors set up. Aloha to Two Pineapples. Welcome, Two Pineapples. Glad to have you on board, and good to see you, sir. Or ma'am, depending on which of the two pineapples you are. But either or, welcome, and we're all good. So, okay, getting back to where we were, though, this is what we were looking at in the Azores, and that is what it is. And this is what I was... when you look at the very far right there, you can see April 2nd, I should say, is the line, and the last April 1st to April 2nd, that is where they are at, even though we are still on April 1st here in North America. So, all cool, and we don't mind that the way it is. Now, as we mentioned before, as far as an eruption happening, you know, there are multiple possibilities of what can happen there. It may be that this thing will subside and basically concrete shut any spots that it wanted to come up, as far as you know, the level comes up and drops a little bit, leaves layers of hot, fresh magma inside that chamber, sealing up the vent ports and stuff like that. So if that's what happens, then it's going to prolong the thing and possibly turn it into a more dangerous situation. The other thing that could happen is that this could lie dormant for quite some time. And I'm actually zooming in on the other map, and we're on the map again, and we're going to kind of explain where the fissures are, and just so you kind of get a little bit of a grasp. So we do have fissures right along the edge of the island, very, very close to it, and then we have one, if we go zoom in, we have one about here, right in here, and then we've got one right along that ridge line of volcano vents. So there are multiple fissures that this thing could actually choose from, depending on where it decides to come up. And if it is, in fact, going to come up right in the middle of the island, then that is understandable, and we'll see a very long fissure-style opening, not just one volcano spot, in all likelihood. And then what could happen as well, though, is we could have a fissure open up down in the bottom. Had to make a run for 10 tons of red cinders, reusing the crushed lava. Wow! What, 10 tons? What the heck are you doing? Two pineapples. Are you building your own volcano? I think that's what's going on. You're building your own volcano in your backyard. Isn't that what you're doing? It's either that or you're going to make a pineapple roaster. Anyway, so yeah, we got multiple fissure vents. And again, when we zoom in a little bit more, you guys can see some of the actual volcano mounds. There's one there, there's one there, you know, that kind of thing. And as we keep going, they're all over the place. There, right here, of course. There's one there, they're all over the place here. And that's a whole row. There's got to be like 9 or 20 or whatever right there. So if it opens up, it's not going to just be one spot. It's going to be multiple openings when it happens, and that is the likelihood. But as kind of, you know, putting a caveat on this, this thing could sit. It could sit a week. It could sit 2 weeks. It could sit 6 months. or it could sit 6 years before it erupts. So, or like I said, that magma in there could have sealed up the possible holes, and it would just sit there and hold pressure until that pressure point is overtaken. It's not going to go anywhere, and it could be that the scenario is that it doesn't. So this is something that we have to kind of wonder. Nogura, this is not La Palma, but Azore Islands, part of the good old whatchamacallit there, Portugal, Azore Islands. So if we zoom out a little bit, you can kind of see that's there, and then if we slide over, there's that. Down here is the Canary Islands. That is La Palma down here. So, and speaking of La Palma, let's go in and have a look there, because La Palma has its own map, and that is this one. And we will refresh it really quickly, just so we have up-to-date data. And there we go. So all of the Canary Islands, and of course they do not include the Azores in here, but zooming in a little bit onto La Palma, and we look at the list of earthquakes in La Palma. Nothing too serious, and nothing really, really deep. 17 kilometers is the deepest one we've got, and of course this guy here would have been on the surface, and that wouldn't be very big. So 1.0, and as you've seen, that is right there. So that is pretty awesome, but a couple off in the water. These may be the ones that's right at the surface. There may be something being moved, or a little bit more settling from all the weight of that lava being on it, and that is a possibility. As we mentioned yesterday, the original output that was thought of for this, and I had it written down here somewhere as far as the actual volume. Where'd it go? One of my little notes here. Anyway, it was only supposed to put out a certain amount, and yeah, it was supposed to put out somewhere around 11 million cubic meters, or that's what they thought the lava reserve underneath there was, and it in fact put out over 300 million cubic meters. So you can never trust what you see, and yeah, here's my notes. And that's right, yeah, La Palma, 11 million cubic meters is what the estimate was of the reserve underneath, and 300 million cubic meters is what came out. Now, speaking of that, the Azores, basically what we've seen so far is basically what they're saying is the magma has intruded up from about 18 kilometers down to about the 6 kilometer mark. And they're guesstimating it at 20 million cubic meters. So if it's anything like La Palma, that 20 million would end up being 600 million. But I don't think it works quite that well. But anyway, welcome to 99 Nations videos. Good to see you again. Anyway, La Palma, quiet. Don't see a heck of a lot. We do see some over on Tenerife, a few little shakers there as well, and some in between Tenerife and Gran Canaria. And I don't know if it's just movement or if we got something else happening there. We do see another one a little further out, but that is the extent of that map, so we don't see anything else on that one. And let us go and take a look at what else we got. All right, Rockstar, careful what you're saying in here. We are a family channel, okay? And we don't need that kind of language. So mind your P's and Q's kindly, please, and thank you. Anyway, looking at that is all good. We will get over to our general earthquake map real quick. Want to wrap that up before the break. And when we look at what we're seeing, it is fairly quiet today. We did see that that swarm that they had down here off of whatchamacallit here, I'll remember it, New Caledonia, whatever it is. Anyway, there it is. By Loyalty Island, there's a 5.5 that showed up, and a 4.7 in addition to all those other ones we had. And if you recall correctly, there was a very, very large quake, 7.0, and then a 6.9 there, and then I think over here 6.3. So they did have some sizable quakes in that area, and always makes you wonder what the heck is going on. As we're looking at this, we do see New Zealand had a little bit of a shaker, and that is on the southern island, 4.3 right in the middle. They would have felt that, and that was at 0432 their time on the 1st, and depth of 16.4 kilometers. Looking at this other area here, of course, this is the Kermadec Ridge, and that's the Pacific plate going in underneath the other plate here, and that's why you see the rumblings. And of course Hunga Tonga is out here as well, or Tonga, and Tafu, no, what is it, Tofua, that's it, that is their other, so Hunga Tonga, Poi, and Tofua, if I said that right. Boy, I think I boo-booed it. But anyway, that's kind of what we're seeing as far as, don't see anything else that is really big and really major anywhere. So a little bit easier today. We do see 5.1 Izu Island, Japan region, that kind of thing, but nothing else there. So back to a volcano, and there we go. That is Taal. I think I will leave you on Taal for right now. And when we come back, we will talk a little bit more about the other one in Japan. That is the new one that is going off, and that is Suwanosejima, if I said it right. It is break time. For those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button. What our target is 150, and we are only at 121, so let's see what we can do. That is your mini challenge of the day. If you can make it up there, that would be wonderful. And for those people who are new and have not yet subscribed, please do consider giving it a quick a shot there on that subscribe button. Don't forget about the bell notification. Also want to remind everyone, up in the top of the chat box, you see the blue link up there, and that blue link is for my Solar Sky channel, and yes, that is my channel as well. And of course, if you are into watching or observing the sun, that would be the awesome place to go. And if you want to pop in there and subscribe, and that'd be great. Unfortunately, it's not tied to the DrFox2000 channel. It is an independent channel, and that's for a specific reason. So I'm going to leave it at that, though, for right now. Please don't go away. There is more to come. We've got at least another half hour or so. That way we won't disappoint Kim Raudenbush, who's probably saying, "Where's my Stromboli?" But anyway, before I take off here, I'm going to refresh my other screen just so I can see what's going on there. And I am going to put some music back on for the break. And don't go away. So I knew Kim was there. Let's get that channel cranking, Dr. Fox. You betcha. And okay, I'm going to go for the break. Don't go away, and keep popping that like button, you guys. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna sneak back in quietly. I think Piggy is sleeping. Alright, I'm gonna turn the volume down on the music. All right, I'm back. Okay, welcome everyone. And I figured I have to come back gently, otherwise we're gonna get Piggy all upset. Anyway, I do believe it's time for a lava interlude, and I can't help myself. We haven't seen any really good lava yet today, so here comes a USGS February 10th of 2022 Kilauea volcano. I've heard of that place. Two Pineapples may have as well. But here's your lava interlude, and it's ooey gooey and wonderful to look at. So I'm trying not to leave your lava addiction away. So, hey, One Fish 26, good to see you. Home sweet home. There you go, two pineapples. And that's kind of what that lava is reminding me of. And I thought I'd better throw that in here. And that is pretty awesome to be able to see that. So, yes, that is wonderful USGS stuff that they threw in there. I still do have that other thing from Two Pineapples loaded up, and I am going to work on that. And there is a reason for it. I'm actually going to work on that. Two Pineapples, I was looking at it, and I thoroughly think we can do something with that video for you. And that's all right. Anyway, while we're at Hawaii, let's take a look at the rest of the place. And I have a sneaky thing I want to do with that. Anyway, I'll definitely share it with you first, Two Pineapples. That way you can see. My little what drainy thing is gone. Your little drainy thing is gone. Okay. Anyway, this is that hornito that tried to build itself and keeps going away, but it has thoroughly created a tube underneath here to allow the lava to flow into there, into that pond where all the lava is. And yes, that is actually quite a drop. On the picture here, it doesn't look like it's that steep, but it is quite interesting. Heck yeah, Doc, all yours, right on. And of course, when we're looking at hornitos and things, like I said, this one, it's tried to build itself up multiple times and still keeps on collapsing for a while. This beautiful hornito that we had here has basically broken up quite a bit. I don't know if it's actually trying to build itself a brand new one right there. But it used to be there, used to look good, and then the other ones over on the other side used to look pretty awesome too, but we're not seeing those anymore. This guy is still here, so hopefully he'll grow taller, and we'll get some more material around this guy with an outflow back into the lake. Gonna refresh that one so we get the latest picture, and that's a couple of hours later. Or 4 hours. Unfortunately, now we can see that the lava level has indeed dropped down in the last 4 hours. So that's what we're seeing there, quite a distance down. You can definitely notice in here we've got quite a ridge built up on there. And it may only look like a few inches here, but I can assure you it's a little bit more than just a few inches. Probably more like about 12, like 30 centimeters for those Europeans. And here's another shot of it. Again, these were right around 12 noon Hawaii time, or just a little after. And you can see where all that off-gassing is coming from. We do also see a little bit right there, kind of odd to see that. Our pond, and you can kind of see the outline. In this picture, it hasn't dropped that much yet. If we refresh that, I'm sure we'll see the rainbow. Hey, look at that. There's a rainbow. Isn't that gorgeous? I like rainbows. Let's see if we can make that picture just a little bit better here. Hang on, I'm trying to line that screen up. I think I got it. Okay, And yeah, that is an awesome rainbow. Taking a screenshot. There we go. And I didn't expect that one to be in there, but it is. So very beautiful, and love it. Having rainbows at a volcano is pretty interesting. Not the first one we've seen, that's for sure. And let us continue on. Of course, this is the image from just afternoon here, and Hawaii time, that is. And of course, we see that lava lake. It's kind of lost its shape a little bit. Plus, we've got a little bit of poor visibility there because of the smoke and haze. If we refresh it, we can definitely make out the pond here, the round toe hole, as we called it. And we can see the outlines of where it's gone. And this fantastic guy right here, and all that splattering that was happening over there. Really, really awesome to see that. And the lava level is down a little bit, but not that much yet, so it's not draining away as quick as it used to. Do want to note all the extra smoke in the background here. We do know that there was some material flowing that way, and we could have definitely still have a lake underneath here of some sort. And we're going to find that out real quick when we look at the thermal, and yes, we do. And that is down here. That's it did flow that way, and we do still have, so there may be a tube in here now. Pardon me. It may have created its own lava tube inside there, and we're not seeing the flow on the surface yet. It is filling the area up. That does look pretty fresh in the main spill pond here, and of course still looking pretty awesomely fresh right there in the little diversion channel here. So everything looks pretty cool, or hot. And that was from at noon, and if we go to nowadays time, cooled off a little bit over here, so probably not as much going in that direction. And we do see the spillover area here. So this thing did overflow, and definitely left a little bit more of that wonderful lava laying there, building up the outer edges, I guess, of that well, or whatever you want to call it, lake, pond within the lake, something like that. So that's kind of what we're seeing there in Hawaii. Going to take you to the Hawaii earthquake map real quick, just to kind of show you. There's our basic Hawaiian islands, and yes, I want to remove the rumors that were heard about the volcano that was erupting in Maui. That is not quite correct. And somebody was biting on that one real good, but no volcano in Maui erupting. Okay, just so you have. By the way, it's April 1st. So anyway, Honolulu over there, which is Oahu, and then of course you got the island of Maui right here, and the big island of Hawaii, and that's where we are going. Going to zoom in a little bit, and of course our Pahala area here, which is always subject to all of these earthquakes, it's sitting in a hot spot, and of course we see some of the wonderful new quakes, red ones, of course, the newest ones, and they read like a carbon copy from the day before. 2.1 in magnitude, 19.7 kilometers down, or about 32 point, what is it, 32.4? I don't know. 31.79. All right, I was close. I was less than a kilometer out, and that's pretty awesome. Okay, that's what we've got. There's a bunch of different quakes there. If you like to peruse those, you can definitely punch in the word Hawaii map, and it will bring that up for you, and then you can take a look at those on your own. Of course, here is Mauna Kea, or sorry, Mauna Loa, I should say. Mauna Kea is over here. That's Mauna Kea. And we keep on looking at this little guy here, this little group of earthquakes, and I don't know what to make of it, but I hope they don't have it erupting there and mess up all our telescopes on the top of that mountain. Anyway, that's Mauna Loa, and if we zoom in a little bit, you kind of get to see that crater, and we'll get in a little bit more. So that's what that crater is looking like right now, and you do see another little crater right there. Always interesting stuff. If we go click on this, I'll open up the image, and that looks like some pretty funky clouds above this. But that gives you the view of what the Mauna Loa crater is like, and it's not bad looking at all in that sense. So we should be okay with that. The other image that they normally sport beside that is their thermal image. Oh, hang on, I hit that darn sensor. There's a sensor right there as well. So and again, it is for you guys. You can go over and have a look at these things, and there you go. That's your thermal, and that is a pretty awesome looking thermal image. I just love that stuff. Thermal images are so cool. All right, and you know, good thermography is really hard to do. Our next hiking destination up and over Mauna Loa. Oh, that would be awesome. If you're going over there, go check this guy out for me, and that wonderful crater that's over there, because it almost looks like he's got a little spout inside the crater, and I'm curious as to what that is. So that would be awesome, 2 pineapples. And okay, while we're here, let us slide over to another fantastic crater, and that is a crater within a crater within a crater within a crater, or a caldera within a caldera within a caldera. So that caldera, or this caldera within that caldera within that caldera within that caldera. All right, yeah, okay, got it. Clears mud. Clears lava, I should say. Anyway, that is Kilauea. For those who are not familiar with it, we'll zoom just a tad because we can, and I think that's it. Yeah, that gets as close as we can, and you can now see that it is actually fairly deep. When you're looking at a 2D map, you don't always realize the depth of the thing. And if you have seen some of the other old depictions, and actually 2 pineapples mentioned this one the other day in one of his streams, about how they set the Empire State Building inside the crater of Kilauea, and it basically it's way down at the bottom there somewhere. So this thing is pretty huge and very tall. Okay, sliding over a little bit, just so you see here, there's their observatory, and again, they've got multiple cameras there, gas metering, GPS, tilt meters, and of course seismometers as well. And if you click on the seismometers, some of them are working, some of them are not. And oh, that one's not working. Let's what about this guy here? And there's one that's working past 6 hours, just so you can kind of see. That's the kind of results you see on those charts, and you can peruse them at your leisure. And again, that is on hawaiimaps.com, so you guys can have a look at that without worrying about it. And there are more cameras over here and there and that kind of stuff, so you can get some pretty good updated pictures of the area and all that nice stuff. And on that note, I think we will leave it there, and we will go back to looking at some of our other wonderful things. And I want to head back over to the volcano that we said was erupting last night. And we did see during the night that it was kicking out. But this is actually very poor imaging, but we will look at it anyway. And I wish it was a little bit better. And of course, this was the eruption that was happening at Suwanosejima, if I said that correctly. And that is what we see there. And of course, that happened in the wee hours of their nighttime. And if we move it ahead to present time, we don't have any view because it's in clouds. And let's see if we back up a little bit. And this is 4:39 a.m. And again, I do apologize. It's a fairly low quality video, and nothing I can do to improve it. It is at 720, but doing its thing. But that's what it was doing in the wee hours. So we know there is some activity happening there, and getting better at saying oh, you put an extra E in there? I thought it was an A. Oh, there's an ES? Somebody else spelled it wrong. Okay. Maybe I spelled it wrong or somebody else spelled it wrong. So that's all right. We'll figure it out, and we'll get closer to saying it. I will eventually learn to speak all these foreign languages. It'll only take a couple hundred years, but I will get there. Just ask Irish Monk. He knows how. He knows how that works. It takes good time to learn a language properly. I can't spell it. I-T, it. I can't spell it either. Anyway, it is, please remember to hit that, yeah. I can read that. Absolutely, Gura. That is fresh lava from in the wee hours. And that is what we were seeing. And I figured I'd throw that in there before we left for the day. And all you got is another 100 years. Oh, come on. I got more than 100 years. I mean, I'm 327 now, or 326, just about 27. And I figure I'm going to live to about 500 and something. So I got a couple hundred more years. If I dedicate 25 years per language, I'm probably have another dozen under my belt. Oh, or something like that. Pretty cool and awesome. Anyway, this is what it was looking like. And unfortunately, like I say, the weather conditions and everything else at the time when they were filming this were not the greatest. So that is what we see. Okay, Moses, yes. Well, I will make the waters part. Too much fun, too much fun. Anyway, that is what we're seeing there. Pretty awesome. Yeah, Sharon Stewart spelled it right. Yeah, Suwanosejima. Suwanosejima-san. Don't forget to add the san on the back part. So, yeah. Suwanosejima-san. Something like that. And I'll keep working on it. I'll have to go find E.T., my Japanese friend, and see if he can record it for me and send it to me so I can do that. Yeah. Always add san to the end of it because that's like an honorable thing, right? Okay, having looked at that, that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. We do like it. I am going to put that back to live so I don't miss more things when they do happen there. And let us put this back onto Sakurajima, which is a different volcano, which is off-gassing. It hasn't thrown anything out yet, that we've seen. Haven't seen any light in there. That's what I was looking for last night. And I thought with it smoking as bad as it was yesterday that we would see at least a glow over the course of the night, and we did not. So all smoke and no action. All right. And I'm happy they took that big crane out of the way, and it is all good. Okay, so a couple other screens that we haven't looked at. We did go to look at the earthquakes out at a couple of places already. We did this map. We did go over this guy a little bit. We know that most of the earthquakes were already taken care of, and we know that they existed. Some of the big ones here, those were the ones just off of the New Caledonia. There we go. And that swarm continues. And we'll see what happens in the future, because that is very interesting. It's a subduction zone, so you always get stuff happening there. Ones that we do worry about, we do see that we have some very deep ones here, 56 kilometers down for that 3.1. That can in fact have an effect on Taal. And these here, of course, this is some kind of a ridge or zone. I'm not sure if there's subduction happening here, but Taal volcano is right there inside Taal Lake. And here is the town of Taal. And that's kind of where that is located in the Philippines. Not very far away. This is Manila right in here. So that is what we've got on that side of the fence. Let's go over to our volcano map, and that is this guy. Just a real quick peruse. Astia and Ragnar still quiet, and of course St. George is an orange right now, so potential eruption could happen. That does not mean it's a guarantee it will erupt, okay? But in all likelihood it will, maybe within the next couple of weeks. La Palma is still quiet. We see down here Michael Volcano, South Sandwich Islands is quiet. They did have that 5.0 quake not too long ago. We do see that 5.2 coming up here into Chile, and I do believe that's where it was. 15 minutes ago we had one in Argentina, 4.0, and then as we go up we do see our other volcanoes. And they do have some of these turn from yellow to orange, and we are seeing more orange on the screen. This guy here, Pruesi, if I said it right, Percy, something like that. Anyway, in Colombia, that one was green 2 days ago. They just upgraded it to a yellow. So always interesting to see the upgrades. And of course out here we have our Fernandina and Wolf volcano out there. And up we go here. We got Fuego and Popocatépetl, and that's kind of what those guys are doing. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Here's our great, Sitkins, Pavlov, Sitkins, and Semi, and then Davidoff out here on the Aleutian Islands. This up here is the Kamchatka Peninsula, and we do still have our 3 active volcanoes up there. The one in the middle here is still off-gassing quite a bit, so by no means is it completely turned off. It's doing its thing, you guys. 5.1 here out in the middle of the water. Don't know if that would have affected too much. We do have a few of these other volcanoes out here in the water doing their thing. And of course, if we zoom in a little bit, come on, we can do it. And we want to find that new volcano, so that's not it. That's on Taki-san up there. And there's Aso, and here's some Kirishima, and that's Sakurajima, and Kakai, if I said it right, and whatever that guy is. And here is our Sawanoshi Jima. Sawanoshi Jima San. Just so we know where that actually is, out on the island there, quite a ways away from anybody and anything, we hope. And as we go back through, we do still see another earthquake here just beside Taiwan, and that is that spot. Seems to be very popular for earthquakes. There again, there's Taal, and that's all right. And going in here a little bit, we do see down here by Krakatoa a few more little shakers. Not sure what that is going to end up doing, but Krakatoa may be affected by that. Merapi may also be affected by that, depending on how far that carries. Semaru right here, doing its thing, and Luolotok out here by itself, doing its thing. So that's kind of our look at around the Ring of Fire. We know we've got the two on New Zealand, not doing too much, and we got Hunga Tonga and of course Tafua over here in Tonga, and that's Yasur right there, still doing its thing. We don't see anything new happening over in Italy, still all the same, and our African friends are still doing their thing. So nothing out of the ordinary Urta Ale being quiet yet. I want to see if I can find some more new pictures of Urta Ale. Would be nice if we get an update and a view on that to see what it is like. I don't know why that slid down so much. There we go. And of course that is in the Congo right there, DR Congo. Okay, that is good for there. Let us pop over to our weather map, and that is the weather map, but that's not really the one I want first. I want to go to okay. I do have something I do want to put on here, and I want to thank Sue Hayes for sending it. And it is something actually very interesting, and it's not long, but I do have to show this in a slightly different manner, otherwise I will end up getting in trouble. So I am going to see what I can do here, and this I am going to see if I can set this up on. If you hear noise, don't panic. I'm going to, oh, you're seeing it already. Never mind. Let me replay that. So this is Fox News that had that on there. And this is one of the lightning bolts that you see. And wow, that is pretty cool. Yeah. That upward lightning, just so you know, the static charge builds up, usually up in the clouds, and then it goes to ground itself. But what ends up happening is, optically, it looks like it is coming from the ground up, where in fact it is coming from the top down. Gura, thank you kindly, Gura. Wow. That's an awesome super chat, Gura. You are a kind gentleman. 55, or the boss, the kind boss. 55, SKE. Okay, And that is wonderful. Thank you kindly for that awesome super chat. I really do appreciate the support. Okay, looking at SO2 real quick, and we're going to do this one really, really quick. Pretty normal down here. We see it drifting towards Florida again, but that's nothing unusual. We've seen that before, and that is, of course, the city of Mexico, as well as Popocatépetl. Down here, the stuff we see, Guatemala area, that is Fuego and his friend. We do see the stuff down in Nicaragua, that Telica, and is what the volcano is there, off-gassing a little bit. I'm not sure of the one here in Costa Rica. We do know that our Colombian friends are still working. And wow, Sharon Stewart, happy April Fool's, no fooling. Wow, Sharon, that is no fooling. Sharon. And that is, wow, Sharon Stewart, thank you kindly for that awesome super chat, $41, that's cool. Thank you kindly, and that is absolutely awesome. And thank you, I really do appreciate it, Sharon. Okay, so yeah, looking at this, so none of this is from the Wolf volcano out there on the Galapagos. This is all coming from here in Quito, or right near Quito, Ecuador, and moving out. So we got two volcanoes that are in there. What is it? Sangay, or whatever they call that. One is about here, and then the other one over here, and I can't remember the name. There's so many of them. And we have another volcano here in Peru doing its thing, and then we've got a few places down in here that are doing their thing as well. Going over to the pond a little bit, and we do see a little bit more off-gassing right there, telling us White Island volcano is perhaps getting active again. Little less out here at Tonga, and of course there's Hunga Tonga and Tafua, and they are still doing a little bit of off-gassing, nothing major. Yasur right here, and that's what that little plume is from, and this is the other two that were in orange state. Kind of doing their thing, and we see that extra plume just right where Jakarta is, and that is awesome. And of course Merapi in the middle here, and we got Semeru on this end, so that's what's causing that area. And not that much SO2 in the Philippine area, which I'm kind of happy for them, but also a little surprised that we're not seeing more come off of this. Breaking news, eruption in the Arctic. Silversmith, which volcano? Pick one, real quick. Tell me. And good morning, Yvonne Kunkel. I'm glad to have you on board. And yeah, you better be careful, Silversmith. I've got my volcanologist in here now, and she'll confirm everything, whether it's correct or a lie. Because if it's April Fool's, I'm not a fool. We're just about done with that date. Anyway, looking at the rest of what we've got there, it's pretty standard and looks cool, and I'm not going to worry so much about that. Let's take a look at our wonderful other shot here for the actual temperature around the world. We are looking pretty good. Of course, the equatorial region, as you can see, still quite hot all the way along. When we start zooming in places, we see Brazil is warming up again, northern portions of South America getting up to the cooker state, Mexico, and even into Texas, getting a lot more of that heat. Phoenix is starting to warm up as well as Los Angeles. So pretty awesome and pretty cool to see. Africa warming up as well and doing its thing. Of course, India and the Indian Ocean area and all and throughout the Philippines and those areas. All quite warm, nice, warm, hot weather. We do see a lot of twirling here right beside Sydney. I'm going to switch it to temperature or to precipitation right away, but just going to have a quick look here. 4, 5, 6 degrees type thing in Iceland. It's warming up a little bit, so they have some ice melting there as well. If we go to Ireland, England, Scotland, those areas, looks like rainy weather maybe or something there. A little warmer out in Ireland, but not too bad. And again, the wind is coming from the north, so they're getting all that cold air, and hopefully they won't see any more snow. And we do see a lot of stuff here. Boy, they're not that warm yet, and we do see down here though, Turkey is starting to warm up. They definitely have the flow coming up from underneath, and that is pretty awesome. Hang on, I just gotta switch something here. Hopefully that's not gonna mess anything up. And as I mentioned, Africa quite warm. Looks pretty awesome. Okay, precipitation we wanted to see, and because we do know there's big storms all over the place, and I just want to see some of those. And I know I've gone way over our normal limit. Can't confirm anything yet. We'll be at work in 3 hours, then I can. Hey, that'll be good, and that would be awesome. Burkina Faso looking mighty toasty. Okay, glad things are looking toasty. Why are we here? Hang on. I clicked on this one and that. There we go. Okay, got it. So, all right, North America, west coast of Canada getting bombarded with some snow and stuff like that. East coast of Canada and the United States, up in the northern portions, getting snowstormed. And of course, all the way along you see that storm. So right now, down in Florida, they'll probably be seeing some of that. If we slide up to this area here, Iceland, looks like they've got some fog in some places, but nothing at the top. I'm not going to worry about that. Northern parts, Scotland might get some snow. I don't know. Oh my God, there's snow in Germany, snow in France, snow in northern Spain, and snow in Switzerland and Czech and whoever else. Might even be, well, I don't know. Is it snowing in northern Italy? In Italy, though, they definitely have that storm happening, and you can see that is just blowing in there like crazy. And then all along this coast here, so Greece is getting nailed, and what is it, Albania over here and stuff like that. So everybody's getting hammered in that area, and not good. And of course, we still see central storm all the way along what I call the equatorial storm. Seems to be going and going. Brazil and of course northern portions here still very stormy today. And there's that central storm going all the way across the continent, the world basically. Here's what I was saying about Australia getting hit with some more of that stuff, and that doesn't look very happy down here, and I'm sure that they will not be very happy. Hey Oz, welcome. ASO is popping off. Okay? Like some live action to finish off on. We can certainly do that. And anyway, I think we're good for right now. We're just going to find our coldest temperature here real quick. Minus 64. Minus 64. Okay. That's what we're seeing. Minus 64 degrees Celsius is your coldest point on the planet right now that we can see off by heart, and then away we go. and let us take a look and see if that ASO is popping off. ASO isn't popping off. ASO's just burping, unless you got something going that I'd missed. Is this live? Yep, I'm live. What? Warm East Coast. Never happened. Actually, Silversmith, it's the opposite. Anyway, let's go back over to ASO, and this is ASO, and we are not seeing it pop off. So I'm a little confused. Was that an April Fool's joke? ASO is also popping off. No, it's not ASO. ASO is quiet. We see it. Oz, dear, what did you do? Were you talking maybe about, instead of ASO, that you were thinking of Suwanosi Jima, which is actually this one right here, right now, that we can't see. It was off-gassing, yes, okay. Holy mackerel, Gura! That is another, what is it? Okay, Swedish kroner, and it is 55 kroners. So awesome, cool, thank you kindly, and Gura, I do appreciate that, Gura. That's awesome support. Thank you kindly, and really, really like that. Speaking of other volcanoes, yeah, I just want to have a quick look around because Taal looks quiet. There we go, and that's what we're seeing there. We want to take a look. Popocatépetl is starting to get some stars out already. That's a pretty good camera to be able to see those. But then again, they're only taking a picture every once a second, so that is pretty awesome. Northeast USA was cold all winter, very cold. Yes, I did notice that. And 5 to go. Grandma B, 5 to go to get to 150. Yes, and for those good people who have not yet hit that like button, please, if you are enjoying this, our target goal here is 150 likes for today. If we can get it up there, it would really, really be awesome. And I know I've already gone over my time limit. Typically, I would have ended the stream about 20 minutes ago. So we're pushing it. So help me out and push that number up there. And let's see what we can do. If you have not hit that like button yet, so please give it a shot. And anyway, I'm going around volcanoes here. I just lost myself. I was at Popocatépetl. If you want to look at stars at night, this is one of the best spots to go as far as it looks pretty awesome. We will take a look at Fuego. Fuego is in the dark. We didn't look at this guy here. Wow, One Fish throws in a $3 super chat. Thank you kindly, One Fish. And let me get that written down. One Fish, 26. Got $3 super chat. That's awesome. Thank you kindly for that support, One Fish. And really do appreciate it. Anyway, this is Talika. And of course, we don't have a picture because it's in the dark already. And I look outside and I got to get a little confused because here in the northern areas where the sun goes down very slowly, we don't see that happening so quickly, whereas down in Central and Central America, the sun goes down 12 hours, poof, it's gone. So it is pretty awesome that way. Anyway, backside of Popocatépetl, front side of Popocatépetl, now that it got a little bit darker, you can see more of those stars. Looks awesome. We still don't see anything blowing up in Azores, so we're still happy with that. Quick peek back at our other wonderful volcano, Merapi, and Merapi is doing its thing. in the clouds. Merapi got rapied, and it's doing what it's doing. That beautiful picture of Semaru that we had is being buried, but you can see a plume going up there, you guys. If you take a look at the picture, you can actually see that plume right there in the middle. So we are getting a blast out of Semeru, and that is in East Java, Indonesia, and doing its thing. So all cool and all awesome, you guys. Thank you, and I'm glad that we're able to look at it. The other one is still not working, and that's okay, because this is a really quality picture, and I don't even have the quality cranked up. Yeah, it's only 720, and I'm surprised it's as nice as it is. They must have cleaned that camera or something, but looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Yep. So close. Oh, we're getting close. Yeah, 147. We're trying to hit that 150 mark. So if you guys have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting that like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. And we're trying to get over 150 likes for today's stream. So Silversmith, I got to put another log on the fire, and that's no joke. Well, Silversmith, stay warm. That's important. You want to be absolutely warm. I'm holding back for 150. 2 pineapples. Come on. No problem. You can hold back, and I'm sure Yvonne hit it, and she's not shy. She's going to hit that button. Oh, somebody else just took one back. Well, you guys. I always find those naysayers. Anyway, what? Nowhere near New York City, by the way, in case anybody wonders. All right, you're lucky. You don't want to be there. And, okay, I think we're just about good with going around to all our volcanoes. I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. What didn't we go check today yet? I know there's one we didn't look at yet. And, oh, I gotta refresh that page. There's actually 2 there that we were missing. And one of them was a Volcano, and the other one was a Stromboli. So if I can get that page loaded up, I am going to go there. And there is that page. So on the left-hand side are your 3 Stromboli feeds, and Volcano, of course, is the one right in the center. And it was still off-gassing today, but we weren't seeing anything as active as it was yesterday. And if I still have that video loaded, yes I do. And I'm actually going to kick it on. There you can actually see what it looked like yesterday, as far as the off-gassing. And if you notice down in the forefront, there is, I'm going to see if I can get my whiteboard working on this. And will it work? Make sure I got crayons, the right color, thick, yep. Down here, there's houses on the edge of the hill, but there's also all this area here is all inhabited, and there are houses up here on the plateau in the back. So just so you guys are aware of that, and these ones here have been ordered to leave many a times before, and then these guys are the next ones. It's usually these are 1, this is a 1, and this is a 1, and then this is the 2 area, and that's the evacuation orders for those. So interesting to see that, but hopefully everybody there is going to be okay. And like I said, it wasn't erupting or smoking anywhere near as much, maybe a third of that what we're seeing in this video from yesterday. So let's turn that back off. Oh, no, I turned the whiteboard off. That's the wrong one. There we go. Turn that back off, and that is what we're seeing at present. If we do blow that other one up a little bit, we can get it looking like that. And there's your Stromboli over on the left-hand side. Well, this is all Stromboli. It's just enlarged a little bit so you can actually see it a little easier since that square is so small. And that is what we're seeing. So that is pretty much it for today, you guys. And we are at 150 likes. You guys are all awesome, and thank you very kindly for getting it up to that point. So on that note, let us put you back to someplace that is kind of quiet and calm and cool and collected. And I don't know what's a good one to. We'll finish off with ASO. And we'll put it on ASO-san, and we'll end the day with that. So, and I think I'm turning Japanese. No, never mind. That's a song. I can't sing, so I won't do that. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. You guys are awesome, and really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I want to thank my moderators. You guys are awesome. And I want to thank my wonderful super chatters, Gura, Sharon Stewart, Gura, and OneFish26. Thank you kindly for that wonderful super chats. You guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate that support. It does help things out, and thank you very much. Also, a big thank you to all of you, and not just the guys in green, just everyone in here, because you are all part of our lava family, and we really do have to throw that in. Also, a big thank you to Two Pineapples for his good work that he does out there, and as far as the running the Hawaii stream, which is awesome, and then doing his outings. We really do enjoy those lives. So always awesome. Thank you, Two Pineapples. You guys are great, and really do appreciate it. And for those who are not familiar with Two Pineapples, they do have a 24/7 stream, and let's see, where's the link for Two Pineapples? It's exclamation TWOP there, something like that, and that will bring that up for our good channel there. So if you guys have not yet gone over to Two Pineapples, here's your chance. You can pop over there. Also, you do see that blue link up on the top of the chat. That one up there is my Solar Sky channel. And yes, it has been running the entire time while this stream is on, as well as the bunny stream. So it is really cool to have that. Two Pineapples, you're welcome, and I really thank you for your support as well. You know, that's awesome. So on those kind and friendly words, everybody have yourselves a wonderful evening or a day or whatever we need to, and take care, and be good. Stay out of the hot lava. Try to only look at it, and don't get too close to Strombolis that don't have the right flavor. On that good note, be careful, be good, and please tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, by the way, so the stream is on 3 hours earlier, just so you know. Have a good night, everyone, and thank you all for being here again. Oink, oink.